In this video, I'm going to be discussing how to solve two-step equations using a foldable. So here I have two examples of two-step equations. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the foldable and show you how to use it in order to solve two-step equations. So let's take a look at the problem on the left. So I've got 2x plus 1 is equal to 5. Now, first thing we're always going to do when we start solving equations is we draw the brick wall. Now, we do this in order to stay organized and make sure that you draw every time. Even if you think it's very simple, it's going to keep us organized in the long run. So looking at the foldable, we go through the foldable as a series of steps. Now, at this point in our foldable adventures, we only have steps 4 and 5 because we're not ready for 1, 2, and 3 just yet. So as I'm walking through this, I'm going to take a look at step 4, because that's the first one I have. It says to undo addition or subtraction. So coming to this example, I see that right here I have a plus 1. So according to the foldable, I'm going to undo that first by doing subtraction. So I subtract 1 from both sides. So that gives me 2x equals 4. And I look, I'm not done. I don't have 1x just yet. So back to the foldable, I undid addition or subtraction. Then I look at step 5. I undo multiplication or division. So I come through now. I see I have 2 times x. So I'm going to undo that by dividing both sides by 2. So when I divide by 2, this gives me a 1x. I'm going to have to extend my brick wall just a little bit. 1x and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So I use my foldable, I followed the steps, and I solved this equation. Let's try one more. So I've got n over 3 minus 8. So I'm going to draw my brick wall and go back to the foldable. So the foldable says, going to the first step in order, to undo addition or subtraction. Okay, so I see here that I have a minus 8. So I'm going to undo minus 8 by adding 8 to both sides. So I'm left with, see those cancel each other, so I have n divided by 3 equals positive 6. Again, I'm not done with the problem because n is being divided by 3, so I look at the foldable again, and it says undo multiplication or division as my last step. So I come through here, I see I have a divided by 3, so I multiply both sides by 3, and I get n equals, let me extend that just a little bit, equals 18. So that's how we use the foldable to solve two-step equations. Here's 2 more problems. 5x plus 2 equals 12. And n divided by 5 minus negative 2 equals 8. So the video is going to pause, and I want you to solve these 2 equations.